Even though Nintendo Switch owners are enjoying the Pokémon Let's Go games, all eyes are on what Game Freak is doing with the forthcoming 8th Gen Pokémon adventure, which will reportedly hit the system later this year. But that hasn't stopped one Reddit user from speculating what such a game would look like if it used the engine of another popular favorite. A user by the name of Hacktivision has posted an artist rendition of how they think Pokémon would look if installed into the world of The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, the adventure that made its debut alongside the Nintendo Switch when it released back in 2017. And damn it, now we want this game to happen. The image can be seen below. In it, we see a Pokémon trainer standing alongside his bike and his loyal Pokémon Eevee, as they look out onto the sunrise of a breathtaking world, one where Snorlax is happily sleeping nearby and birds are flying overhead. As expected, the Reddit thread is quite popular with comments, as some fans had speculated how Pokémon could work in an open-world environment. For instance, Brosta726 noted, "We have always appreciated the nostalgia of the typical Pokémon structure, but it's time to move forward with a new era. That can only be with an open-world Pokémon game." And they have a point, this would be a bold move forward. Darn332 contributed to the conversation, adding, "This but with the same battle system and the grindy leveling. Let's Go was so amazing with the relationships you can build and having your Pokémon follow you / riding them, but this would be so much better." Reddit user Jacob Miller also made a call to bump up the latest Pokémon game's difficulty. Yep, the games need to get way harder. Or at least option to make it challenging. And M0 Dust opponents backed this up with their statement. The games desperately need a difficulty setting. Let's Go was a breath of fresh air with a reasonable number of Pokémon and reasonable complexity instead of a dozen years of accumulated complexity. So much more pleasant than 5,000 Pokémon with 72 types and Pokémon with 3 passives and inherited moves and 4 types at the same time and held items and mega evolutions and God only knows what else. I just want a simple Pokémon game with even slightly challenging fights. To the extent that we might ever see a more challenging game, not just one area of challenging end game, it seems really unlikely it will be the simpler kind rather than the main line of games that just keeps bloating with more and more features. So the real question is, could Game Freak be up to the task of making a Pokémon game of this nature? We'd totally be down with that. 0 comments. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild is available now for Nintendo Switch and Wii U, in both physical and digital form on the Nintendo eShop. Want to talk more about this great Pokémon design? Reach out to me on Twitter @TheDCD.